Hello there, and welcome to my first match of Season 57 of the Dominion League. Here against Triple Range Merge. We're the two players who promoted from B this season, the previous season, so I don't know that I've ever played Triple Range Merge in a match before, not to my knowledge. So this should be fun. We're gonna start off with a shelters lacking village effects here. Wow, this is really this is a bit empty. There's collection, but there's not really anything you want to spam with collection. So you could try to make your guild masters better, I guess. That's gonna be slow, but I mean, there's also nothing else going on. I mean, give yourself favors. This is a very empty board, though. I guess you just open maroon silver. I mean, you have to play it pretty money-ish. It's probably possible to get some points off collection, and why not? But it seems a little hard. I think you just trash the... Maybe you're supposed to keep the necro and try and do engine stuff. I just don't see it. This is a little sad, though. It's better than triple range merges, probably. I guess if they go swamp hag, it maybe helps your guild masters a little bit. I'm gonna buy, I guess, just a I would probably take investment if I had 4. Gold seems fine. Oh, so they had the, yeah, but not terribly exciting. I'm really just gonna use the collection as like a... I mean, maybe Swamp Hag is even the play here. I don't know. I'm gonna try the Guild Master. Because we could just take a province. It's not very good, but we would have... we would trash the hovel. Maybe this is worse than Swamp Hag, but okay, they buy a collection. It's an extremely do-nothing board, though. I can't hit. There's no way it's province, right? There's no way. We still didn't find the OE, which is sad. I guess no, we would have been okay with it. We're probably gonna have some sad collision here. I really don't know what I'm doing. Unfortunately, we don't have 8 here. Quite. Well, here we can think. Do we want to try and get... We could just leave the... I mean, unfortunately, it has 2 things in there that are good. But it would leave the... I mean, we can also just get a bunch of warehouses, I guess. We do this. This is okay-ish. I don't know that that was right. I'm going to take 1 copper here. Should be pretty good for provincing. You say that. So we have... maybe we just take the guaranteed. Now, normally you would try to trash the curse here, but you can just draw no money. That feels pretty bad. Wow, they hit double province. Double province is not really safe, though. You can go for it, but... I already have 6, and I get to do a warehouse, of course. I'm gonna go province duchy, I assume. You really do need the duchy. Like, just taking a... isn't enough. I mean, I'm offering tie here, of course. What would be bad is if they found the swamp hag and have like 5. It's just 4 is not so terrible. Of course, I missed by 1, which sucks, but... I I mean, I still have to take this and hope they don't have the buy. I still miss. Hope they don't have 10. Oh, they don't have buy. Okay. Yeah, they're going to take the tie there. I think that's reasonable. I probably should have won that one. I don't know if I messed up or if I just kind of had a bad shuffle. I do feel like I was ahead. But there may have been a buy in there that I kind of botched up. It's interesting. It was sort of interesting. All right, we have 5-2 here, which is fine. The 2s are probably worth, at least the native village, probably worth getting. I guess 3-4 is maybe ideal. You can go plan groom. It might be the best opening possible here. I don't have that, obviously. Even on like 4-3, you probably go groom, plan groom. I don't know. That one isn't as clear. Obviously, you can do a lot of seer stuff here. This is a good seer board. This is pretty... There's a lot of stuff, actually. This is a pretty nice kingdom. The 5-2 feels probably quite a bit worse. I think you still have to take groom. I mean, I can try another 5, but like the value on that reshuffle are pretty small. For any of them, really. There are like good shuffles you can get for all of them, but they must have, this is not autoplay, so this is all play all, so they have the 3-4. Hopefully they mess it up, I don't know. It seems so good, yeah, it seems so good. This one may just be a wash. There's a lot of play, but man, that seems nice. This is so sad. All the 5s except for Scholar are good cards. It's just they don't do anything for you in the opening. Probably plan groom here. I guess you could plan something else. Yeah, and the groom misses. This is gonna get out of hand unless they completely botch it. Hopefully we set aside not the groom. Okay. This still, of course, will be terrible. They also have, yeah, they hit this into seer buy. I don't know if I would have taken the seer. Yeah, probably good. It's probably the buy. Yeah, I guess at some point you don't just take, I don't know. If this is an estate, I probably would have taken the groom again. Well, particularly if you're gonna spin the thing to move it, just yeah, I don't love that. I don't think it's gonna matter like at all. This is, I mean, I guess it's another estate down here anyway. I can move the plan. I mean, I guess we can also be the one with grooms and just do an estate rush since they're lowering 3 piles. That's actually not crazy. I mean, they probably buy a province in time for this to not work, but it's something, right? Let's see here, okay. I wish I had a bunch more cards set aside on Native Village Mat so that I would be actually like close to doing something big, but I'm not, so. They are probably underplaying this a little bit. Gotta buy like Relic or Charm. I mean, you need to at least be able to buy Province. Buying another Seer is actually crazy. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else to call it. It's actually crazy. Triple range merge should really, really get these grooms here. You could be doing also like dismantle stuff by now. I don't think this groom rush thing is gonna work out for me. Man, I hate the druid. What does druid even have? That's so crazy. I don't get this at all. Anyway, I think you should absolutely have emptied the grooms here, but druid's such an insane take for me to me. Or such an insane take to me. Only there were tunnel on the board, then I'd have a better shot. They have 5 games right now. Charm, Druid, buy 2 grooms. And they double province. I guess not. Well, maybe. I don't know if they can draw these. Maybe they can double province. That's gonna put a halt to my dreams. Yeah, I mean they should be able to, right? They got $2 off the caravan guards. Plus they just gained 8, 10, charms 12. Yeah, they can just double province here and then I can't do anything. That's funny. I guess there's like some world where they don't quite draw 3 here, but it's pretty unlikely. Oh no, they've trashed so many coppers. Interesting. I can province duchy. I can technically beat province. No, I can't. That's not true. But if they fail to draw, I can. Maybe. Yeah, I'm like a gain short of that. They don't really have a lot of stop. And they're going to have most of their caravan. They're going to have $5, I think, this next time. They can stop, but stop is like a dud for them is like a province buy for sure. So this is just completely over. I have 8 because I only have 9 gains. Well, wait, can I gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8? And I have $8. I could buy duchy. We can maybe tie. I only have $8 though. We want to trigger this. And then we gotta hope we... Guess I don't even know if we'll actually have the actions for that either. Or would have the money. This would be the extent of our hand. We wouldn't draw any more cards. So we would be short. I also don't know that I have $5. 6 coppers trash. They played 2. So they've trashed 5. I've only trashed 1. Is that right? I could have sworn I trashed more than that. They may have 1 on the mat. So I probably have trashed 2. I do have 5 coppers. So these last cards are like... Did I just whiff on all my horses? They have 1 horse, but I think I have the rest. I think I have 3 horses and I just whiffed them all. Because if I draw them, I get tie. If I draw... I believe this is... Well, it can't be 3 horses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 1 copper. So it's 2 coppers, 3 horses. 2 coppers, 3 horses, 1 groom. And that's what I bottom decked. I bottom deck the 3 horses, otherwise I get a tie. And I can't take... Taking more estates doesn't help. This is so infuriating. So now it's like 1,000,000 horses. I guess we just take a bunch of the estates and hope we get buy duchy, but I still can't win. Maybe I'm also wrong on the count here. I don't know for sure, but I'm like pretty sure. No, okay, so I was a little off. They must have 2 horses then, or I'm confused. That's also very possible. This obviously is just going to lose, but yeah, so there is totally a world where I get a tie there. Maybe not the most likely world of all time. They almost kind of dudded there too. Because then I just have to get, I mean, I would have to get Dutchy, which that would have been really hard actually. Okay. Well, I don't feel like too bad about that. That was like, the opening split there was, oh no, we need to figure out a different way to do ties. Because triple ranges merges name starts with T. Well, let's do a dash for a tie. I don't know. This is a new scoring technology. Okay, so we have alms, which, you know, usually pretty friendly on the 5-2. Plus buy is super lacking here, but you can. Oh no, it's not. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, this is all fine. I think we go alms hideout. Or not, well, alms for hideout, but I think we go Haunted Woods. Grotto's nice against the Haunted Woods attack here. Maybe you just go straight to develop, actually. Not sure. I am going to go with the hideout. But we'll get it developed next. I think develop hideout's pretty good on the 4-3 or whatever. You could do double hideout. This is a little sad. Yeah, you can do that. I think maybe you go for a double. I mean, the advantage of going the hideouts earlier, of course, is just you trash more. You can get the develops whenever you want. It's not a huge deal. You got to remember to play your cards. Oh no, you gain a card they bought. So Alms just gets around it. That's kind of cute. Hopefully we draw the hideouts. Okay. Well, I wanted to draw 2 of them, but can't complain too much about this. I mean, I can complain a little bit. How do I get... This was kind of sad. I can put a Taskmaster, but there's no reason to think I'll be able to buy a 5 anytime soon. Truthfully. I can annex for it, of course. Silver's pretty bad, but it did actually super suck that we drew all 3 of the states at the top here. This will be fine though. So do we want... How many coppers do I have left? Not a huge number. I am ahead for sure. It would have been nice to draw the estate on the previous turn, then I would have definitely gone estate to Taskmaster on top here. But it's fine. You have to get Haunted Woods pretty soon. Otherwise, you're never going anywhere. All right. Ooh, gross, 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 gross. Gross, 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 gross. Where is the nomad camp? Okay. Well, I don't love this. We could... How do we make this work? Really not hitting 5. Though if we had... Probably should have been in Nomads. I could annex here. That would be pretty funny. I'm doing it. You got to do it. How can you not? It's so stupid. You got to do it. I should have got another nomads though. That was messed up. They at least haven't played the Haunted Woods yet. That's something. Do we want another Haunted Woods? Probably not. Actually, maybe this should be a silver. Well, that doesn't really help us. Particularly. We're kind of close to having a nice thing going, but I don't know if they'll get a 5 off this. When they play the Haunted Woods, that's going to be the trouble. Or be part of the trouble anyway. I'm sure I could have. I was ahead. I'm sure I could have managed it. Like the 5-2 is way better. I'm sure I could have managed this such that I got this stuff done more cleanly, but I sure didn't. Yeah, at least you get the taskmaster down. That's something. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but it's something. You have to lose. Hopefully I just have more fuel and stuff going on here. You can buy coin or in alms or something, grotto and alms. Our house seems pretty bad. Just like in general here. The good thing, of course, is that I can just probably score while lowering stuff. In a way that is likely to be pretty safe, I think. What is the last card? Guess we could find out. Develop, right? So I would like to province here. That being said, how do we do that? Shouldn't be too terribly hard. Get trash to the nomads. Guys just trash the taskmaster. I don't know. Maybe they can 3-pile. I kind of suspect the actions are not there, but maybe they are. Well, actions and draw. I don't think there's no way. There's no way. As for me, probably be pretty close to a 3 pile. I don't know. What did they develop? Nomads? Play the other develop? No, they trashed it. Yeah, this is, I think I'll be able to pile out here pretty easily. We just developed the nomads right into whatever. We can do 2. I mean, we can even develop them into. So we're only gonna need $6. We're gonna need buys, but we get those off the. Well, plus we can. I don't really see how this could fail. And 5-2 is much better there. I do think I should be winning like a turn sooner, probably. Wasn't super pleased with my play. I mean, I like the direct. I mean, the deck is fine. The cards I put in, I just don't think I got all the sequencing correct. Monkey, Blockade. Look at this. This one's a little scary. This one's a lot of scary, actually. This is a very weird board. I guess you just open You gotta open Blockade. I don't know who you pair it with. It's gonna be a little weird. I mean, you can try and just throw out the monkey right off rip, I guess. If they collide, you'd be a little sad. If they don't collide, probably be happy. I guess the issue is you're probably going Blockade into Blockade. Maybe. I don't know. You might go Blockade into T-Mog at some hand. This is pretty wild. I don't really know how to make it work. I know silver's any good or just terrible. The 5-2 is pretty bad, but I don't know that they have a 5-2. Actually, a 5-2 is fine. I mean, Grotto's probably fine on the opening, even if it's not great. Okay, well, this is cool. It's pretty cool, I guess. My Blockade misses. I guess you probably just take a mining village. In which case, I guess I just buy a Blockade. I don't know. This is awful. This is truly awful. Okay, then buy a T-Mog. Interesting. Well, yeah, that's not unreasonable or anything, but oh, I don't love the investment. I think this just, some of this may be missing the point of the decks. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not in love with any of this, though. I'm not worried about getting investment. Can set aside one estate. I'm just going to do this. I do kind of like getting a T-Mog. Yeah, this is where everything starts to get hairy. I'm probably just behind, like losing so far behind. You can't really just not draw them cards. I guess I could take a fleet here. Not the craziest thing ever. Get another monkey. Royal Galley's really weird just because there's so few things for it to hit. I guess if you know you're likely to do mining village, it's okay. It's hard though, right? You don't have, there's like 2 things in your deck that it can play. And one of them, it doesn't do anything. It just turns Royal Galleon and cantrip. Yeah, I think mining village is good there. Unfortunately, I think over time here the investment is also paying some dividends. We also, it would have been really nice to get one more gain out of them there, but that didn't happen. They didn't play monkey though, which does help. We didn't find the T-Mog, which sucks. Well, they're probably playing a monkey next turn, so it doesn't maybe hugely suck, but it does suck a little bit. I wonder if there's a point where I just have to say, screw it, I gotta take a mining village. Because otherwise, they just, if I never take a mining village, they just do mining village blockade every single turn. Right? That's not good. We gotta have mining villages. I feel like we gotta fight that, and since we're off here, we just have to go for it now. At least get the blockade token on it. This is very rough, though. I don't think there's like hardly anything that can really rescue it. The I mean the the 3 coverage trashes actually do mean quite a bit here. They played investment turn 6, 7, 8, which is weird. I don't actually know quite how that happened. I guess Grotto made it happen. Another Grotto would be great too, but we don't have it, so. I wonder if Triple Range Merge will come to a similar conclusion as me and just be like, well, you just kind of have to do the mining villages, otherwise you don't build a deck. And I am looking pretty lost here. I should have, well, I was a little unlucky to not get the tie back on that second game. Because they actually, Triple Range Merge actually messed up the buys in the granny there to leave a 3-pile touchy open. They could have got another point quite easily. At least now, if they see, silver seems pretty terrible. Of course, I bought a silver. I actually think my silver buy was pretty awful. What have I found here? Nothing. That's unfortunate. Well, they also did a big grotto. It's a big yikes from me. So now they can, well, now they just do whatever they want. That's so clean. They played 2 monkeys. Is that why I'm... No, they only played 1 monkey. They only have 2 monkeys. How do they draw this deck? Grotto's not draw. Not well, I guess it is this turn. How do they draw this deck? This is an outrage. Man, the fork, well, 3 copper trash, that I'm jealous of. They also got to do the T-Monk stuff too. I guess it's just the trashing stuff they went for worked out better. There are other things going on, but it's rough. I don't know why they keep getting more silvers, though. That doesn't seem very good. But, and I don't get any T-Mog here. Or Blockade, so now they get to gain their mining village back. The silvers I just don't like, or the charms, but, well, I guess it's fine. I don't know. If I did a monkey on the turn where I have the... If I get lucky enough on the reshuffle to draw monkey and Blockade together, maybe we make it out. Because they couldn't have done... Well, I mean, they would have paid for it some amount. But the Grotto Monkey Bottom deck isn't gonna cut it. I wonder if I should have only done 2 and bought another Grotto. It's gonna have to take a huge... Some kind of huge screw up from triple range merge at this point. Charm and Duchy. Charm is really bad here. I mean, I think, right? All it can do is gain extra charms and duchies. I don't quite get that. But you know, well, that's not true. Okay, gain 4s. Yeah. But buys a monkey, buys a railgun. I would have probably bought just another mining village there. Monkey. So what do I? Should I get a grotto here, or should I get a monkey? I mean, if they do card gaining, then probably a monkey is better. Who knows, right? Somebody knows. I didn't add. Well, maybe that can be our thing. We have 2 monkeys on one turn and monkey plus grotto on another turn. That can like be our shtick. What happens if you just start buying provinces? Do you just lose? I assume you just lose. They're gonna clearly draw a deck. I mean, they have enough mining villages here. They're gonna draw a deck. Maybe I didn't need a royal galley. If I don't add buy here, it'll be a little bit before I could add buy, though. I can get like a horse traders at some point. I also don't actually I don't really have $8. Yeah, that was bad because I don't really have $8. That only worked because I had a curse there. I guess the good news is they don't really have $8. Yeah, they do. There's no good news. That's the good news. There will never be good news ever again. End of good news. I didn't draw one card right. So maybe I do have a copper. They're choosing not. They're opting to not play the blockade. Which, okay. Oh man, I would really like to have a seller here. By golly. By golly gee. This is pretty bad. This is what you might call pretty bad. Well, it panned out for triple range merge. So we're in deep trouble. Some would say that the trouble is indeed quite deep here. I think that would be a fair description of the trouble. This is actually pretty sad. I didn't know. This being the bottom deck is pretty depressing. How does fleet work? I don't know what the rules are for fleet. As far as what... I play with fleet so rarely. You do... After the game... Go in order starting with the next player after the one that just took a turn. So you do keep going in turn order. So it's not like if triple range merge ends the game, his turn goes first. You keep going in turn order. It would be pretty weird, but... Look at all these monkeys. Some kind of monkey situation. It is a little funny. We're not super well equipped for duchies. So like getting 5 provinces could have some value. Unfortunately, I didn't get my monkey stuff going, so... Is their investment gone? They trashed the investment to gain a monkey. Interesting. So I guess we want to play this first. We could have trashed it, but we'll have more options. So like we province. They province. If we double province, you know, you see what I'm getting at. We'd still have to do 2 of them. Which isn't great. Where is the other... Well, now I don't have to do 2 of them at least. Where is the other... So the bottom deck here is like... Blockade, monkey. Oh gosh. Stupid game. Hate this game. I'm not gonna get to double. We probably won't even draw enough to play most of these. We'll have to see. I guess I do have a T-Mog, which is helpful. I don't think I want the game to last a long time. Whatever it is that's going on here. Yeah, it's not a very good duchy gaining deck. So if you can take 5 provinces, that looks pretty good. I probably should have blockaded the mining villages and just known I had the T-Mog down to try and get horse traders if I needed it. That probably would have been better. I also do still have an investment, which I guess could be a couple points. Maybe, you know, why not on last turn? You know? Maybe. I think I'm living in a completely delusional world, though, where I'm even thinking about double. I might be able to just mill one and take a province, which I would probably do, just to get the game. I can't imagine a world where a longer game is in my favor. Probably blockades mining. Yeah, I probably should have blockaded mining village and just left the T-Mog open to whether I take a horse traders or not. Did silver. Silver seems not it, in my opinion. Buy copper. Oh wait, okay. Okay, so where are we at? This is not great. There's so many silvers. We're not doubling. We better single, because otherwise they have double, and then... So this is far from guaranteed. I mean, it's not like a million miles off, but... Okay, we did get it. Just barely, though. They probably just went off like double Dutchy. Or even maybe here they go Duchy Province. It's just not going to pan out for me. Maybe I shouldn't have played. Well, I'm getting this one turn. I might as well play the Grotto. The best I can do is like double Duchy Estate. It's not very much. And of course they'll have the monkeys down, so they'll be able to do pretty good. I assume they have Duchy Province, and then next turn double Duchy should work. They're going to have the T-Mog down. So that's probably another pretty easy. I guess I might be able to do double Duchy Estate. Invest for a couple. Investment for a couple. Yeah, we probably get that. But that was super unlikely to be enough. I guess I take the estates. Does that... I don't know. I'd have to think. They have one blockade, so it's not like the estates are a huge thing. They have charm and horse shares. They have quite a few mining villages. So I go double Duchy here, and I get 2 more. So I'm going to end with... Where's their other money, or where's their other set of points from? I still have the estate. I have 4 province estate. They have 4 province duchy, right? Okay. So if I go 8 points here, I'll go 33. So they only have to get $12. 3 buys. I don't know. I don't know how this works out. This probably just gets them to triple duchy, which also beats this. Like, this is just going to get them to triple duchy easily. But weren't they going to get there anyway if I double duchy? I'd have to take a closer look at their deck, I guess. Plus, they had the T-Mog. I mean, the T-Mog actually pushes towards not doing what I did, but for sure they were going to get there. Yeah, they're just, that's okay. We don't have to sit through this. Click. Slow. They weren't clicking that slow, but I'm frozen. I'm frozen in time. Okay. So it should be me now, I think. That was kind of an interesting game. There's maybe a window where if you stack my deck a little differently, we get through. Okay, but not the way it went. Right, we have Frigate here. There is some cantrip payload though, so maybe we can just kind of work through it. I think you just go maroon, silver. Try to play with like bazaars and probably some merchant guild, but I mean the draw's not really that good anyway, so Frigate isn't a huge deal, but the cantrip stuff looks good in any case. So all right, we've whiffed here. Maybe we take a guide or an astrolabe. I don't know. Bad first shuffle. That's the way it goes. The astrolabe maybe is terrible. I don't know. They take a guide, which I don't hate by any stretch. Do we go for the second trasher here? If they don't collide, it's pretty nice. Or do you want to like go for the expand? Expand is pretty good. I just bought Frigate because I think it's probably worth buying here. That was an incredible explanation. I guess the nice thing about collision here is you get compensation. Not that you want it, but we don't hit 7 here, so I'm just gonna get another Frigate. We didn't even hit the astrolabe's bottom deck, which is whatever. Not great, but I honestly just bought the frigates to try and hit 7, and so far no dice. Maybe this next turn. I don't know what the last card is. Maybe an estate, which sucks. Yep. So what do we want here? We could get another maroon. We could just get another bazaar. We could double merchant. You don't need a huge number of bazaars here, but man, I'm not. This is not. Not going well. Here we probably won't hit it. for another reason. Okay, we do hit it. We're gonna top deck, we're gonna hit a maroon with the bazaar, and then we're gonna draw an expand and a frigate. Or a bazaar, you know, we'll have to get a bazaar in there. We're gonna bazaar and a expand and a frigate. I'm not sure I would have done it that way, but they may just have enough of a trashing lead that they get me here. That may be a problem. Yeah. Do I want the merchant guild yet? So the decks are kind of just bad. Only 5 coppers left. I don't know how many coppers I have left. 3. I guess I had 4. I have all the coppers. Not ideal. I'm going to want a guide. This is okay, though. They probably take province here. I have more peddler money if I can draw it all. They still have both maroons, which is a little surprising. Maybe not province. 2 buys. Maybe you just double guide. I don't know. It's a little bit. Why do I have so many coppers? Okay. So we didn't hit the... We didn't hit the silver or the merchant guild. We did hit the frigate. So I just had... I'm just the copper person. So I guess now I don't have so many. You may end up marooning a frigate or a astrolabe at some point. What's really going to be weird is just seeing who ends up having the hands to do the expand stuff, like, usefully. That's what's going to be a bit of a crapshoot. All right, well, we got a fair bit here. Like, I don't get to do anything with expand here. But now things are at least a little bit scarier. I don't think they're going to double and mill. Not if I put, not with the frigate play. But this still is all a little bit scary. I don't think it's worth buying a copper. I really wish I didn't have the expand in this hand. Like, I super, super, super wish I didn't have the expand in this hand. So yeah, you're just going to end up with something like this. This is going to be a horrific frigate to have to play. These last cards are like coppers. Well, one's a copper. It's going to be a really bad... This is going to be bad. I guess the good thing is they don't know exactly what I have. So there is some... I mean, they maybe can know what I have a little bit, but... I guess the good thing from my point of view is I can maybe just delay a little bit on a... They must have the expand in hand. Otherwise, why would you ever undo? Like, you would play the Merchant Guild for sure. I mean, I guess you can go for double province now. I don't know if they have a silver. No, they just do that. But this is also kind of useful information to know they don't have the expand. This is quite weird though, in my opinion. What if we do the one looked best? It would have been cool to just see a green card rather than Frigate and Merchant Guild. I mean, we did find the silver. Is this enough? Yeah. Silver or expand would have worked. So, not so weird. Okay. Can always open Silo's Chapel. We've got a lot of stuff here. Another fleet turn. I don't know how outposts and fleet interact. Oh, so only if you can use outpost if you get your fleet turn before they get their fleet turn. Interesting. So if they end the game, you both have fleet, or if they trigger the in-game conditions and you both have fleet, then you could use your outpost, but they couldn't use the outpost turn. I mean, I think you got to go Silo's Chapel, right? And then look for a town crier or something on the other one. I mean, I guess you don't have to. You can always hope your chapel just runs good. That's always an option. I'm about to scream. Yup. We already knew it. We already knew it. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool. It's super cool. Then they can silos to wherever the chapel is. Trash 2, gain a town crier. That's what I would do anyway. I don't think it matters to do this or not, but to open with the shuffle trigger or not. It's all just coppers. Like, that doesn't matter. I guess there's a world where I get to just do a 3 trash and silver gain instead. Maybe that lets me catch up some way. Not sure. I really don't know what they're puzzling over here. I think the path is pretty clear. Wow, I actually I think I super hate that. I did keep talking about stuff you can't actually do with Town Crier, which was like play it and Chapel on a turn. I do think this is wrong, but if I drew my Town Crier, I would just have to cantrip it. Maybe this works out though. I don't know. Enlarge and in charge. I don't. What do you get out of it right away? I mean, I guess you just start improving the quality of your cards. Just something. So yeah, I mean, I wonder if what's my path? If I go next turn, if I trash 4 here, then I'm in at just at $4. Isn't really enough dollars. I guess the question is whether I think enlarge does enough, whether enlarge is like the fastest payload here or not. For me. A little bit, it's a bit of a thinker, bit of a puzzler. Bit of a donate-esque situation. I hate them. I just hate it. I know I hate it, but not my least. Go straight to the extreme. It's not my favorite Dominion experience. I don't like the you know what you can do, plan it out now stuff. Okay, so we could buy and enlarge. We could gain a silver, buy a village. We could gain a silver, buy silver. That's not so compelling. The enlarged stuff may be nice to get outposts sooner. Should I rotate around on this thing? Who gets more advantage from the blacksmith? I can, by rotating, I can take away copper to Town Crier, but I also enable some other stuff for triple range merge. A lot of coppers. So that was maybe nice. I mean, forcing them to get Chapel there is better than the alternative. Grand Market sucks. Why do people... I'm going to get one eventually, but... But truly it sucks. The worst card that people love. This would be like a village or a blacksmith. I guess. I would like to buy an outpost the next turn. If I can. I still believe in myself. Some amount. Kind of sucks. The plus buy from GM is actually pretty good here. They're gonna probably have 6 or 7 and be able to buy 2 nice cards here, which kind of sucks. Really bad, awful, no good, very bad, sad times, awful. Not good situation. Yeah, that's a bit of a yikes. We're so lost. Man, I can't believe it. I thought I could win, but I can't win. Somehow we have to get... What can we do here? We have to play an outpost next turn for sure. I mean, we can get... Guess I can play an outpost now. We can try to anyway. That's actually guaranteed. That's a little sad. If we find it first there, we can get a silver as well, but didn't work. We could at least get... What am I doing? Like, what am I actually doing? They're going to get to do silver outpost. They're going to get the other blacksmith. Maybe they won't have drawn the outpost. Okay. They're going to get to go blacksmith village or blacksmith whatever. Blacksmith town. Oh man, this is bad. None of this worked. None of this worked remotely. They do have to enlarge something here. I think. No, they don't. They sure don't. What did they buy? Werewolf is so greedy. I would have for sure not bought a werewolf. I would have absolutely bought a town. Town v werewolf, you know, that classic matchup. I guess in werewolf they're usually villagers. I don't know. But nobody knows. Nobody actually knows. They must have whiffed on all villages, which is nice. I guess they have a bunch of silvers in hand. I got the curse. That's kind of funny. That's at least a little bit funny. Trash about these are terrible. These are bad in large plays in my opinion. That seems like such a sad, like I would have played to do something there. Oh well. I always get depressed during points like this because then I'm going to lose to this thing that I think is being played kind of badly. Like you already know. You already know you're going to lose to it. So then you're just depressed. We didn't find the... I guess there's a town elder synergy. Can be called that. I mean, elder, of course, is awful. We didn't find the other village, which is what I would call a big bummer. So I don't think I'll rotate it. We can try to enlarge. It's like, what are we doing? This is such a bummer turn. You're trying to find the silver or the chapel, you know. We at least find this. Completely worthless. Not completely worthless. but very close to completely worth. All right. We need to have 6. I think we need to at least go double village here. Maybe we need to go village duplicate. In which case we can't trash anything. We can gain. Let's go double village. Still think the werewolves are pretty awful. Well, I particularly think trading a blacksmith for a werewolf is kind of terrible. I wonder if we need to get a horde and just start craning and do province stuff. Or do enlarge rush on the provinces. Wonder if that does anything at all. There's an awful lot of payload in drawn village and stuff here to think that that would possibly work out. I mean, to be fair, the thing I described, use horde and enlarged, isn't mutually exclusive with any other kind of engine stuff. It's more a question of what order and how you do it all. They should probably go duplicate village. I don't know. They need some kind of... Yeah, there you go. They need some increased payload. Diluted hurts a little bit, but it's not... doesn't completely end us. Not great. They unfortunately have town and blacksmith right off rip. That probably ends us, not the hexing, but that specifically. Greed is not a huge deal. I mean, it could still stop our turn, I guess. Gotta believe, though. Don't know what I gotta believe in. Something. Not good. Trying to tease out where we might see the 3 pile. Think we can feed 2 enlarges? Think we have that level of control and fuel? That might be a little tough. Duplicate. They still have 2 towns. So maybe they're going to play both towns for money and maybe buy a GM, get 2 GMs. I don't know. Oh, they don't have the actions for that. I guess you could try golds. It's a little greedy. There's not actually a super great. This isn't the best. I mean, I guess you could try horde. It's not a great duplicate hand. Or whatever worked out here for duplicate isn't super good. Right now I have my enlarges on the kind of the awkward hand. You would rather have your enlarge played like this, where you play it on the outpost turn. I have a few more targets. Love werewolves. Okay. Well, I can't. I made fun of the werewolves, but this was brutal, in fact. I still kind of think they're terrible. Not terrible. Terrible is too strong, right? They're drawing and terrible is certainly too strong of a word. And terrible doesn't even make sense as it like they're good. I just don't like the deck composition, which is to say I don't really like the number of werewolves for this deck, but maybe it's totally fine. I certainly got, well, the poverty in fact made the other thing not matter. The diluted. I could buy a GM, I just wouldn't have the duplicate down when I did it. What else do we have in here? There's 2 coppers probably. And like another town. We're not getting around to the duplicate. That simply isn't happening. Could have tried to get a village. I could have tried to get the village or the enlarged play before the blacksmith. That would have been really nice. We just got beat up by the turn order stuff here. I mean, this turn even is still fine if blacksmith is sooner. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think if there's a way I can get. None of it works. Absolutely none of it works. I was gonna say get more villages even. Yeah, and if you're just having the werewolves there as like insurance, and if they don't, if you don't need them for draw to turn them into GMs, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Were all the towns played before they found the blacksmith, I guess? Otherwise, this is sort of weird. It's hard to say. they're so far ahead that probably the play order stuff doesn't matter. And if they just didn't have the blacksmith in hand, you don't have the option. But if you did, you might have had a shot at getting +2 money, another +2 money out of it, potentially. I'm just gonna get my blacksmith ward. That's 100% going to happen. Or like here, there is no way that these towns could be for money. I find that so hard to believe. And maybe the money didn't matter, but I also kind of find that a little hard to believe. Can I have the GMs? I guess if you want to be the person with the GMs, this is the way to do it. I wonder if there's a 3-pile. What an insane question. Like, actually. I wonder if there's a 3-pile. Would it kill? Do we want to do... I trashed one of the towns. What do we got? We got to play Outpost still. So if we... Yeah. We kind of have to do it like this. It's the other card of copper. They're just going to pile out on their turn. But I have to play for like a dud kind of thing. Nothing else really makes sense. Pretty sad. You can bet they're going to buy fleet this turn. Our blacksmith just didn't want to play. I mean, they technically have enough stop cards to dud here, but it's really unlikely. And I think they just like barely have enough stop cards. They have Outpost, a couple werewolves, a duplicate, and like they like tiny have enough, but not really. I wonder if they just single province. Like single province fleet werewolf or something. I don't think there's really any reason to go heavy on the green. I mean, as long as you have a fleet, especially. This is kind of funny because the person to go out does potentially give their opponent more extra turns. I can understand a province, but there's not really any reason to go much beyond that. But you do probably need to take a fleet. I guess you could go fleet double werewolf. You could go. Well, that probably isn't it. You really needed buy fleet. Well, okay. I'm really surprised at not calling the duplicate there on something, but well, this is really strange. I guess they can see how the outpost turns go. Like, this is a dud. Well, they can fleet on a dud, I guess. That is true. Like, whatever you draw, you're like probably... this is a kind of a hilarious bad omens, right? It's like... the 2 coppers now. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to have the 2 coppers. One of the cooler things I've ever been able to see. I don't think taking... Yeah, duplicate's fine. I don't think taking the villages is like risking anything, though. Oh, with the fleet turn. Points lead. I could maybe empty this stuff if I worked really hard at it. But what good does it do me? I mean, I guess if they dud, that's the answer to that question. Really cool. The coppers there. I'll never talk against werewolf again. So what can I do? It would be kind of cool if there was like a pile. Out. We still have 3 coppers. Really great. Really good and awesome amount of coppers to still have. What do we have here? 11. 11 is a pretty terrible number. I wonder if they'll let me. New plan. You might be asking yourself, why? That would be a pretty reasonable thing to be asking. I wanted to get... I wonder if this works. Maybe they'll let me go all the way back. I think I lose anyway. Get to 13. We'll see. Let's try it. It's like really bad. It's like really bad. It also doesn't really make any sense. What's going to happen now is across like the 2 outpost turns, they're going to get 4 or 5 provinces. Which is in fact a lot of provinces. If I could have gotten a 3rd province here, we'd at least be in a conversation. But I'm super skeptical that oh no, they did draw with them. I'm a little skeptical of what's going on here. 3 duplicates. That's a lot of duplicates. I guess you can end the game and get your outpost turn. Like you can end the game before your outpost turn, and then you get your outpost turn, and then you go to their fleet turn, and then maybe their outpost turn, and then you go to their fleet turn. Is that right? Don't really know. Look at all those duplicates, though. You might be just leaving those on the mats just to be like, yeah, let's not risk a let's not risk a dud and just leave them there for duchy, you know, basically they're duchies, which are great for the fleet turns, of course. I mean, if you get 5 provinces now, like if you remodel, gain a province, and buy 2 provinces, and then next turn, if you on your outpost turn you manage double province, for sure that's going to win. Like that's not, there's no risk. I don't know why. I just wanted to buy an elder. I'm not really sure why I bought the elder. It's the joy of it. Lonely. Got that one finger. Elder number 1. That's what this finger's for. Elder number 1. Goes for the 2 provinces. Yeah, I think that's pretty safe. You can, of course, full dud here, at which point you become a little bit scared. But they don't seem to have gotten a lot going on here, which is cool. I'm cool with it anyway. You know, I don't. Yeah, this is a bummer. I have a lot of villages. I'll just say that. I have a lot of villages, and that's the one thing in my deck that I have a lot of. And I'm still drawing these hands where I play one village, then I have a blacksmith and a terminal, and I don't get to do the disappearing terminal thing. The rest of this deck is like 50% village. And I am just so sad. I'm probably going to straight up dud. Yeah. This is incredible. This is like just villages. Not really, but there are 3 towns and 2 or 3 villages. And that was all the draw too. This is literally all the draw. So stupid. I was going to lose. I was 100% going to lose this game. It's not costing me the game. It's just real annoying. Like, I was obviously always going to lose this game. We've known this since like turn 4 or 5. You could argue that we've known it since turn 3, since triple range merges 3rd turn. But clearly this will be enough. You can get half VP, right? I mean, they have 4. Like, you get 5, you get like 6 duchies in a province, maybe 7 duchies. You may empty these duchies if you have a enlarge to play. You can go province, duchy, enlarge, like you just empty them. There can't possibly be a thing to like consider here. You just empty all of them. Now maybe we'll get to learn how this works. So I'm surprised that this works this way exactly, but look, if they're gonna insist on playing their turn, I'm gonna play my turn for sure. All right. Well, that was a little bit. Mostly the ties. Not getting the second tie was a little sad. The first game going to tie was sad. I was winning. The second game not getting to a tie when they messed up the greening was sad because I just bottom decked those horses. The rest of the games were fine. They were whatever. But the first 2 were real bummers. Going into the end game anyway, they were bummers. The second one shouldn't have even been close, but they triple range merge messed up. Anyway, that wasn't that bad. We just went 2.5, but it never helps. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you all for my next match.